Welcome back to the final episode, presumably, of San Diego with new park ratings requirements. These are the new numbers I have programmed into the game. 25,000 dinosaur appeal, 5,000 guests, 2,500,000 income. Income's the one we have the most to make up on, but I believe we're not really making use of the amount of shops we could have. We haven't even done transport yet either. We got thoroughfare path. We don't have hyperloop. Let's knock out the monorail quick, and then probably put the hyperloop in and try to actually shore up the park. Ideally, these numbers require us to actually make a proper park, but we'll see how it works out. I am moving the dryos over here, some of the juveniles, because they're getting a little overpopulated. So hopefully they can get along well here. We'll see. They don't really overlap well with the stegos or the iguanodons, but also, this enclosure is pretty open. There's very little population in here, so we have plenty of space to play with. Okay, I probably should investigate the horrendous disease outbreak. Yeah, that's not looking great. Alright. Why did I start the stream late? Because I was busy. I don't know, this map should work on PS5, I would assume, unless that's a complexity limits thing, which it could be. I mean, I don't know how complexity limits work exactly, because most of this map is just open space and trees. Only the corner is actually built up, so, maybe the complexity is okay. But I honestly have no clue. Hatching in... Myosora. Okay, very nice, except for the fact that the disease continues to run rampant. Okay, medical is there. Great. And I was going to airlift over one more Dryo. And I did put, I guess, an adult in here. Oh, I think I was considering the breeding pair, right? And then I think I sedated the wrong animal. So I think we want Dryo number 1. Because we transferred the female. No, Dryo number 2. Oh my god, look at the pack of babies behind him. Dad! Give us attention, Dad! We're sick! Alright, well, let's get him out of there. And then we can start breeding Dryos in the other pen. This was presumably small. So let's just get one in here for later. Compies. Is this our first batch of baby compies? It might be.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased.
No, it looks like it's the second. Environmental issues. That's not true, you're a liar. Okay. Excuse me, you are returning to the medical site. That seems wrong. Oh, fair, I don't have this researched. True, accurate, expected. Not great. Certopsians? Gonna make a stop-motion series of Jurassic World? Stop motion's pretty complicated.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Chasmosaurus to the park.
Does the game sound like something be interesting regards the what was it called again? The dinosaur game from Xbox 360. Vaguely, yes. I'm not disinterested. But it's a matter of if my interest compares to the effort it would take to actually play the thing proper. I would really like status information if my ceratopsians are breeding. I kind of need to know what they're doing in here. Okay. I'm telling you, you got water. You just gotta actually go to it. I would like to not move this guy until I deal with the tuberculosis. Right now it is contained to 1 pen. Theoretically. Very theoretically. Let's speed up here. Yeah, and then basically
that looks
we
like a lovely addition to the park.
really just need to deal with...
Sure we're not spoiling the guests when we could be spoiling ourselves? Hmm?
Are you talking... What are you... Are you saying the tuberculosis vaccine is a lovely addition to the park? Because I agree, it is great that we can take care of our sick animals. Yeah, so just a little bit of logistical stuff here to wrap it up here. Not too much else to do. So now that this is being dealt with, maybe we pause here and I get some more shops and stuff in. See where I can squeeze them. Well, the optimal thing to do would be to put in bigger shops that I don't currently actually have. So never mind, we have to do this first. More research. Alright, well we can get the Hyperloop in now at least. The disease did jump enclosures, but it is being dealt with. Hopefully. So, I think with the Hyperloop, what I could do is I could probably find some spots in like the rock walls where it looks okay and just kind of do it like that. Like there. And then we need it over by the entrance and maybe in a few other spots. I could technically put it outside. Like, you take the Hyperloop directly into the park, or you can go through the gate. It seems reasonable to me. And then maybe a third station on this side somewhere. The alignment's a little different here than I was expecting. Well, you can go ahead and share your stories in chat, that's fine. I may not comment much on it, but nothing wrong with sharing something. Alright, connected that up. Let's get these as upgraded. We are on large.
Attention personnel. An animal scan has been completed by an MDU team.
Okay. Disease mostly dealt with. We've got 3 red markers there that are a priority. We'll have to figure out why that even became an issue. Returning an app base. Nobody is scanning at all. And that is because we look at our ranger station placement. There is no excuse for this. They are literally in the radius. All right. I guess they just missed the timer there. Okay. Great. And then over here, a younger generation of Dryos with 1 adult. And I think that's probably fine because we don't really need them breeding any more than they already have. Alright, now I'll get those amenities. No, I won't. 50 seconds. I'll get those amenities soon. Okay, we have the first wave of Sorna juveniles that have matured. I believe 5 was a juvenile. I suppose we could probably... Well, the age won't tell us anything. I'm pretty sure this one... Wait, no. It'll tell us if we look at the family tree info. Huh? No are the ancestors not found because we like sold off the adults? Because one of these was a juvenile, and I think it's this blue one because I never made a blue one. I'm like 99% sure this was a juvenile. So if you sell off the parents, then the game no longer remembers on the family tree who the forerunners were. I guess because they're gone. Ah, but you can see the generation. Here. Generation 1. Okay. So this was the juvenile. So for whatever reason, they're blue. Well, is what it is. This is a consequence of me not being able to tell what the babies are going to grow into. So I have no idea of knowing if it's going to be the... Well, this is a male, so I should have known. If I kept the male, that should have been obvious. Wait, why did I keep the male? Because the goal would have been, ideally, we get a juvenile that grows into the 97 skin, but that couldn't be a male. So I must have kept the wrong stego? Or maybe I just said screw it and I kept just a good stego, because this one was humble social. Huh. Well, whatever. Mistakes were made. One way or another, some sort of mistake was made. Pachycephalosaurus similarly has grown. Just out of curiosity, it should be like numerically the first one, so 4. So this is in fact the Death Valley Rana skin. So yeah, this one I was able to pick exactly. So it's not like the skin changed on adulthood. So yeah, definitely that stego was like the skin I had originally picked for it. Sauropods is not matured. The Rex is not matured. And that was it for the juveniles, I think. Steg. Oh, trike. There was a juvenile trike. And they are in here. Yeah, which is why they're probably mad at me currently. So 6, 8, and 7. Okay, so our juvenile Triceratops, I don't remember what skin pattern it actually said it was. It did mature into a 93 trike. So I bred it using a 93, and I did get a 93. So you can... It does work. Yeah, I think the stego baby was greenish, but like... I think it still might have originally been that skin. I don't think it changed, like, colors. But yeah, the trike came out to be the one I would want. Problem is, this isn't consistent. This can happen, it just... You can't always count on it. So whatever pattern this was originally is the one you'd want to keep an eye out for if you were trying to do this yourself. But good luck ever actually figuring that out. Given the fact that tuberculosis has broken out again, I think it is prudent to vaccinate. Please vaccinate your children. Junior's matured! There he is! Hey, he actually matured into the 97 male. Cool. I should have checked him before he did that. Yeah, I took up, specifically in this case, I bred a 97 male and 97 female, and I looked for a green-skinned male hatchling. And it did actually grow up to be correct. Are you... No, not terribly content, no. But you can be optimized. Okay, you have more tree than you need. Okay, now you have pasture, you need arid. He's not going to be perfect because he literally can't be. But we can get him close. Okay. Probably about as good as it gets. I suppose it makes some sense, maybe, to just get everything into the... Oops, that's gross. I hate that one. Into the... Yeah, everything there kind of like right on the same edge of the red. Really? Only 66%? Oh, because you don't have a prey feeder. Duh. Yes, that's going to be the thing that sinks them more than anything, is not having the prey feeder. Fair. Make sure we are painted correctly around this. Oh, shoot, that's cover. I don't want the cover. Okay. 84%. That's enough for him to be chill during a storm. So I think we're gonna call that good. You know, he's not gonna bust his way out. And I'm not going to try to expand this because I don't want to ruin the aesthetic. Oh my god. Medical team. What are we doing? Alright, okay. So, we got the Hyperloops in. I kind of just tossed them in, tossed in some extras, linked them all up. They all connect in like a loop. Just some outer and inner paths. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's not important. And we did get 100% transport rating from that. Very cool. We need one more bathroom. I still have not put in the amenities yet, by the way. Okay, bathroom there and bathroom there. So maybe... I think I just put it in, like, here and call it good. Probably fine.
Gentlemen, our restroom
Yeah.
is now open.
Okay, amenities. So, wait. Blue, red. So they want food only down in the front where I really can't fit anything. Cool. Yeah, not terribly useful. Shopping in the back, though, I could do. So if we sneak in a shopping somewhere back here. Guide to Nanotyrannus is a good pet for you. Of course he's a good pet. He's a Nanotyrannus. Why wouldn't he be? That's the only guide you need. Alright. Always takes a second to parse what it's actually asking you for here. Doesn't matter. Okay. Oh, and this got weird. Did this get weird? Because, look, this is weird. I don't know if these got weird when I put in other amenities. Yeah, like, these are weird. This is weird. Has this always been weird? Have these always been this inconsistent? It's kind of fucking with me. I fixed sections in here by connecting up other little path sections. I guess we do this. Okay, let's take a look. If we do this. So you take a little path section and you just kind of connect it somewhere. Yeah, you connect from the side to the middle and then it fixes it. It's weird. I don't actually know why this works. Okay, that one doesn't. But that one does. You have to go from the right side, of course. Obviously my fault. I just was going from the wrong side. Duh. How it's so obvious in hindsight. It's not. I have no idea what the fuck is happening. Okay, that's fixed. And then this one presumably go from the top. Yes, except it doesn't fix that corner because of course that corner is part of this path. Right, which obviously has to be fixed from the bottom. Duh. And then that makes grass appear there inside the paddock next to it. Why does that? Why is that a thing? Okay. Oh my god. Copies are still good. I might have messed up. Like, there's a weird little bit of stuff there. I have to recheck these paddocks right next to the path because fixing the path is overwriting the terrain in the pen next to it. Why? Why does this matter? Why does this change things? Why does it inconsistently go from different sides too? Okay. Mostly fixed. This is why I am always more interested in management than aesthetics. Because this is what happens when you try to make things look consistent. Okay, so those two are good. All right. Crazy. Oh! Apparently the Triceratopses will breed. There's always a chance, right? I didn't know the chance was going to be high enough that it would actually happen without my supervision in any way. How would I make the dinosaur encounter not suck? Good question. No idea. It's, fundamentally, this doesn't really work. Maybe if it provided, I don't know, some sort of more substantial appeal bonus. I don't know how you make it work. Give it a higher visibility. Like, put a cone on the end of it so that it's like a direct upgrade over like a viewing tower, maybe. So that it has like the bonus, like take what you have now and then just staple a viewing gallery to it in terms of like visibility. Then at least it's not a downgrade in terms of like viewing arc. That might work. Okay, so we've got intolerant baby and we've got aggressive baby, and that's it. So one acceptable and one unacceptable. Wait, did I actually look at the baby? Yeah, 10. Great Sandy Calco, and this one is a Gambia Calco, which might have been what we had before. I feel like our old juvenile was a Gambia. Well, anyway. You know what? Sending it back to Sorna. That's what we'll do. He's going home. Also, I did put in a drink amenity here. It's kind of an awkward spot around the bend. I don't really like the spot, but it works in terms of functionality. It's just a little aesthetically weak. Yeah, having a herbivore that wants to be isolated to breed optimally is awkward, 100%. Alright, back to Sorna. So +1 Triceratops. That's still not bad. 1 year on the Mamenchi and the Brock. Ooh, I am curious about the Brocky. 1 year. We're looking at a Champlain Rana. So the thing will be, the big question is, does this become a JP3 Brocky, like the film skin? That is what we hope. But I am in no way actually optimistic about that. Also want to fix the ledge there. I saw the unevenness and it upset me. Oh, it might have been the nest that I put down. Messed the fence up more? Could be. Okay, somebody is dying and somebody is sick, and I can't tell where. I can tell where. Okay, Rangers, what are we fucking doing, guys? I got no status info, like, anywhere. Okay, you're in there.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, that's not even in range of a ranger station, is it? I could just put in another one here, I guess. Carnos... Actually, don't know if the Carnos are that well off. I can chuck it in the cliffside. It's a little awkward. I wonder if that works. I'm gonna try it, just out of curiosity. Or if it'll be like unreachable by the vehicle and so they won't use it. It just kind of looks like it's built into the side of the rock. It's fine. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome our
Yeah, see, no status info here either. To the point that it's like red. Very annoying. Like the whole park has essentially got no status info, which is just awkward and weird. How are we doing here, by the way? 77%. So this is essentially caught up to guess and appeal. We're 80% across the board on all the amenities of the 2 extras. Those are copies. And that's a sandstorm, yeah? I think so. I heard the weather warning. Is it actually going to be...
Ladies
Yeah.
and gentlemen, please shield your arms.
Sure. We'll just rest them all. Did the Brocky mature during all of that yet? It did. No, it did not. I didn't see the juvenile icon initially. Don't look at it. Maybe it actually is ready to grow up. No. Oh, stegos are breeding. Cool. That's a good one. Okay, how we doing on status info? We really still aren't doing good on it. I'll just queue everything up to make sure it gets done. A little awkward, but it'll work. Alright, 4 stego eggs. When they hatch, that'll more than double the size of the stegosaur population, which is a nice gain. 85% cover. I bet you we got some other sandstorm issues here. Brocky has matured. Drum roll! It is a JP3 Brocky success. Of course, it's a female in game and a male from the movie, but you know, it's close. They almost did it. We have a lot of water in here, and I could probably do with less. Maybe that is the play right now. Maybe we just do a little bit of that. That way we still have a big deep water thing for the Brocky to go through, and then by putting some trees on the other side, then maybe he'll actually go through, she, he, whatever, and use it. Or eat from it, you know? Go wade through the water. Now that they're big enough to do so.
The sandstorm has now passed.
Alright.
Please resume your
Cool.
normal activity.
So we're like 2 for 3 on babies growing up with film skin. We botched 1, and the rest were good. Already healing? Oh yeah, I saw the one Momenchi had grown up, but the other one hadn't. Which is funny. I suppose they were from like slightly different generations. Yeah, Junior has some really optimal genes. I specifically made sure it was humble and accommodating before taking it, because I knew it wasn't going to be completely happy in the arena. And that the combo would be enough to get us there. Alright, so we should have male and female Momenchi, breeding pair, missing the tiniest amount of pasture. Okay. And then yeah, let's get them a nest. Let's get these 2 crazy kids sustaining the population. Momenchisaurus wants to be away from other nests. I can do that. I got you. Okay. And the galleys lost some ground. Okay. 100%, 100%, and 100%. Eggs from a Hypsilophodon, 2 eggs. Maybe we should do a spot check on the Hypsy happiness. They're good. Infected food source. Fair, I guess. Get in there at some point. Alright, Stego babies. For some reason, they're all brown. Every last one of them is brown.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Stegosaurus to the park.
Well, let's take a peek at what we got here. So, we're looking at Sonoran Rana. Sonoran Rana. Sonoran Rana. And an aggressive Sonoran Rana. So they are all the same. With the intolerant ones... Oh yeah, they're fine. They like both. So the only one we need to get rid of is the aggressive. Stego 13 goes back to Isla Sorna. Now, these are all Sonoran Rana. And the adults, Svalbard Rana, which was the one male. Champlain Rana, which is the other male. And then 97. So presumably, I would assume, given that there does seem to be a bias towards the cosmetics of the parents specifically, the fact that all of these babies are Sonoran Rana must be the 97 skin for the females. The males will, of course, grow up to be something different altogether, but that's the only thing that makes sense, I think. And they're happy otherwise, other than the one that cannot stay. I kind of feel like aggressive babies are bullshit, because if you get aggressive babies, and all your babies happen to be aggressive or only hatch one, and you get rid of that baby, it will ruin the parents too, because they'll get a penalty for not having their child in the park if you're playing with social on. Like, I feel like baby aggressive should be a thing that only kicks in when it's an adult. That way you don't get penalized by the parents. Yeah, I don't know which male was the parent here. We could take a quick look. It is this tab, which is Stego 5, the blue one. So the blue, young, the juvenile that grew up, and then the film skin are the two that bred. Those two. You can also tell that these are the parents because they're the two that were standing by at the nest. Well, this guy was over here walking around doing shit. These two were, like, specifically waiting. Which does seem to be a mechanic. I like that this is also the only one that's like, oh, no, it's frolicking. I thought it was panicked, but it says happy. Life is about to find a way. More hipsies.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Okay. I mean, these guys are breeding uncontrollably. That's fine. Well, not really uncontrollably, but they're breeding a lot. He grew up and immediately fucked his foster mom. Correct. But they're not related by blood, so it's okay. We got iguanodons coming. Actually, kind of surprised. Again, isolated. Let's look at what the chance was. Currently 0% because of the egg, so I can't even tell what the chance was, unfortunately. But there it is. Still hoping to see one of the 3 different carnivores here breed with the overfilled territory, but you know, we're not going to force it. It's kind of the point of the park build, is to not force it with breeding programs. Yes. What do we got going on here? Rabies or something? Let's find out. Well, I don't really want to force anything to breed. Just because I kind of want to see how it works itself out naturally. Yeah, I would like the DFW and BIOS and stuff from 2 to come back completely. I agree with that. Avian pox. Wait, do I not? I don't have avian pox. Okay, we should also... Apparently we never did crypto, so I might as well knock that out here too. Okay, we have a medical team on standby. There's the very useful picture of copies that the medical team will use to somehow diagnose avian pox or something. Even though the copy is like 2 pixels wide in the picture, but whatever. It's fine. Gotta go fast. I like that the tables and stuff here do get used. It's really nice. It bothers me a little bit that everybody's walking by the amenities and not by the dinosaur pen, but I understand they don't actually know what's happening around them because they're just a fungus. There they are, some little iguanodons. Looking quite a bit like every other hadrosaur baby, even though they aren't hadrosaurs. Yeah, curing rabies is another problem with rabies in this game.
A lot of security concerns.
They've got some sort of advanced Milwaukee protocol.
Animals, the risk of a disease spreading.
Hey, Muto, how's it going? Welcome to the stream.
Research is vitally important.
Limpopo Letho. Death Valley Rana was the father. Death Valley Rana. So yeah, presumably, this is presumably the Dominion skin. Although not guaranteed, of course, because they can fully just change skins. We don't have enough babies to get a statistical idea of what's actually happening here. And then this was the father skin, but now on the female. So this will not be the Dominion skin because obviously there's no male variant of the Dominion skin. But this could be the cosmetics that correspond to the Dominion skin is what I mean. We'll never know because honestly, we're not going to be here for 9 more years in game to see it grow up, but it is interesting. Okay, crypto completed. No additional vaccines there. I might as well do these too and just get these out of the way in case they ever come up. Okay, we've got Drosaurs and Compies that have grown up. So these are the first generation, like, bred in the park itself. The previous batch of juveniles that matured were Sorna juveniles. These are the first Californian juveniles. So that's cool. Progress. Another batch of Chronosaurs coming in. So we can't get the land carnivores to breed, but the Chronosaurs keep doing it. Just the one this time? Yeah. Alright, cool. Maturing galleys, how are we doing here on appeal? We are actually very close to winning, except for the fact that these numbers have gone down for some reason. Which is interesting. I don't know. Oh, dinosaur welfare. Why is dinosaur welfare so bad? Is it status checks? Is it the same thing it's always been? Status checks? Yeah, it is. We're literally just all the status checks decayed, and for some reason the Jeeps just are not doing a very good job of keeping up on this. Cool. Well, park's almost done. Okay, we got an interesting development here in the late stage of the park. Apparently, Microceratus can get E. coli from an infected food source from the dinosaur encounter. This is the first time we've seen the infected food in the dinosaur encounter actually infect an animal in the park, which is yet another notch against the dinosaur encounter. This is yet another reason why this thing sucks, because now we got to deal with E. coli for some strange reason. Like, I just like that the dinosaur encounter sucks for like 6 different reasons. It's actually kind of astounding how it continues to just be bad. Oh, are those actually the first batch of juvenile micros? Oh shit. I didn't realize these guys never bred the whole time they've been in the park until now. They only breed when they have E. coli, I guess. That was the secret sauce. I'm curious about this. If any of these guys are going to get E. coli. Oh my god! The Hypsilophodon got it too. Interesting. Maybe... Okay. So, I was thinking Micro's always been a weird animal. Because Micro was like partially based off of... like Code for Compy and Small Scavengers, I think, which is why it had Aggressive, which was never on herbivores, except for, armored big herbivores. It was never on small herbivores until Micro. So I thought initially maybe this was a weird situation where, like, the Micro was technically able to catch carnivore diseases, but it would never actually use the feeder, so it would never catch them. And then inadvertently this bug or intention, this effect of the feeder here actually making the dinosaur sick was maybe a coincidence that it worked on the Micro, but no, it works on the Hypsy baby, so I can only assume this is actually an intended gameplay thing. Apparently this isn't a bug. Apparently this is intended, because that's the only way this makes sense, which is crazy. Where is my goddamn Jeeps? Okay, every Jeep in the park, go do this, please. Somebody get over here and fix the damn feeder. I know the pathfinding is like real bad. I understand. But like, somebody can get here. I believe that somebody can reach this building. Yeah, it's definitely got to be intended. I'm just surprised by that. It really just kind of felt like a bug. Don't worry about it. It's just a sandstorm and a tornado. The raptors had to be sedated. The E. coli is killing my dinosaurs. It's fine. It's just the late stages of any park build. It's totally expected. None of the dinosaurs have status info. This isn't at all aggravating. No. It's all just fine. It's totally expected. I didn't know you get a tornado on an arid map. I'm not opposed to it. I just didn't expect it. You know what? We should probably just go ahead and preemptively sedate the non-psycho raptor. Ironically, the only chill raptor we have is the one that we nicknamed the big one by viewer request, which this is pretty funny because these ones are actually uncomfortable, but you specifically are accommodating. A little bit of irony there, unintentional. I'm sorry, did the tornado do nothing? The tornado didn't hit a single building. How did it miss everything? This is like when you get a tornado in the Midwest and it just like touches down and then picks right back up. It like lands for like 2 seconds and then just leaves. Just ascends into the sky. I have to return to my people. Weird. Okay, well, I guess that's good. Well, we're really close. 98%. Damn close. Movement in the nest. That probably does it. We get 5 stars. Oh, prestigious lineage. These are second-gen Dryos.
Efficiency like you've shown can only be the
Second-gen,
marker of
California
ambition.
born.
I think you and I share that quality.
Breeding more pteranodons would be cheating, Rugops. They can only come from Sorna, obviously. Alright. Is that actually going to be it? No. We're still off. Just kidding. I probably should have looked at the number, right? Because I said all that because I'm like, oh, 99%. Like, we're there. Yeah, no, but it's still hundreds of points because this number has been ballooned so much to make this anything resembling a challenge that one clutch isn't going to do it actually when it's Dryosaurs. Okay, now we got it. We got 5 stars with a round of Maiasaura babies. So that's it. I guess this is canonically, we've done it. We 5-starred with the settings I'm happy with. We've bred a bunch of new baby dinosaurs based off the initial starting population from Sorna. I think canonically what we're going to say happens here is this is when Peter Ludlow sells Jurassic Park to like Walmart or Amazon or something, right? Like the park has reached a level of success where he can sell it off for like $1 billion, and he just does. So it'll be Jurassic Park San Diego, brought to you by like Kellogg's or something. I don't know. it'll be X Park, formerly Jurassic Park, now owned by Elon Musk. And it'll just go to complete shit. This time next year, nobody will be visiting anymore, and Elon Musk will have no idea why the park is no longer successful. What Evo 2 animal do I think we're getting this month? I still believe in Tyrannosaurus. I think once we know what animal we get this month, we'll have a much better idea of what to expect going forward, but yeah. It could be that they're not going to force the Camp Cretaceous animals first. It could be something completely random. Who knows? It would be kind of interesting if it was unpredictable, because then it wouldn't be so obvious. But I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. All right. Well, let's do a final tally, I guess, here. So, carnivores. We have 1 Tyrannosaurus. We have 3 Herrerasaurus. Out of curiosity, were you guys ever... Please don't give me the rock. Were you guys ever likely to breed? 19% chance. Territory too small, should not actually block it. So it was just a 43% chance. Really? And you didn't ever get around to doing that? Huh. Okay, well, is what it is. But yeah, 3 Herrerasaurus, 3 Velociraptors, and then we have 2 Albertosauruses, and we have 3 Carnotauruses. Of course, these are all the animals that we had started with originally. That is something about the colorization of you when you're in the shadow. Looks real nice. And then Compies actually did breed. We got a few different batches. Missing pasture. You know what? We're going to ignore that. We're also going to ignore whatever this pose is. What are you doing? You're hopping. We just caught him in a weird, like, mid-hop posture. Adult population 12. Is that accurate? Maybe we purged one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 12, 7. Confirmed that Frontier hates the meme. They made specifically sure that nobody could make a 6-7 joke by going 6, 12, 7. I understand. 12 is still a juvenile. For some reason, why? Okay. Jokes aside, why is the juvenile in the middle of the rotation? And why is there only one juvenile? How old are you? 7. About to mature. Oh, we just happened to catch it when there was one left to mature. I see. Well, yes. What did I say that was? 12 total? Wait. Oh, yeah. 12 adults, 13 total. So 13 Compies, 2 Pteranodons. We ended with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I can count. 5. 5 Chronosauruses, the original 2 from Sorna. 3 juveniles. In terms of herbivores, we'll go here. We'll start with our Triceratopses. I believe we have 4, 3 adults, and 1 juvenile, 1 second gener. With the Maiasaura, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what? There's probably an easier way to do this, which is to do this. Give me this. Put that shit over here in the woods somewhere. Does this work when it's something I don't have genome data for? No, it doesn't actually tell me how many are in the park. It only tells me if I have full genome data. Well, that's convenient. Never mind. We're doing it by hand. Now I gotta fix this gap too, because this is gonna bug me. Even though I'm probably never gonna look over there for the rest of the park. All right, Maiasaura count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10. So 10 Maiasaura. 1 Brachiosaurus. Parasaur, 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 4 paras, and they never bred a juvenile ever. No baby paras, only baby Maiasaura. In here, the Chasmos did breed. Looks like we have 7 Chasmosaurs. Did they all achieve adulthood too? Yeah, they matured already to full adulthood. Okay. Pachycephalosauruses, these guys bred. We started with... Okay, let's start from 4. So 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 Pachycephalosaurs as well. 2 Mamenchysauruses, they never bred. What was your compatibility, out of curiosity? Territory too small for new arrivals, 19% compatibility. That's fine. Theoretically, conceptually, you could maybe, argue that you should be able to take genome samples from your animals to breed more. But in our canon, I would say the technology has been lost. Ludlow doesn't have the capability to actually breed new animals. That's why we have to do old-fashioned breeding. 5 is missing. Nope, there's 5. 6, 8, 9, 7, 12, 13, 10, 14, 11. Those are the order numbers going. 18, 15, 17, 16. Cool. So 18 Gallimimus, it looks like. I think they were all present, just in the most absurd order. 1 Ankylosaurus. And then we have, what is it, 6 stegos, I think? Yeah, 3 adults, 3 juveniles. And then we had 4 iguanodon, or did we get rid of 1? No, we still have 4 iguanodons. There's another look at our babies. Dryos, we have like 1 billion. These are going to be the hard ones to count. So, Hypsilophodon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5, 6. Okay, 10, that was, every number was present. 4, 5, 6, 7, yes. Okay. 10 Hypsilophodon. 4, 7, 6, 5, so 7 micros. And then some absurd number of Dryosaurs. Dryosaurus is probably the most populous dinosaur in the park, I would think. 20? Yeah, I think all 20 are present. So 20 Dryosaurs. What did we say we had for the galleys? 18 did we end up with? Yes, 18 galleys, 20 Dryos. Interesting. So the Dryos outbred the galleys, and both the galleys and Dryos outbred absurdly the micros, and even outbred the Hypsilophodons. It's kind of interesting in that, like, the small animals were the ones that bred the most. I guess Compy might have outnumbered... No, Compies were only 13, so they're actually ahead of Hypsilophodon, but behind Dryo and Galley. But it is kind of fun that the small animals are the ones that breed the most. Like, it does feel realistic in that sense. Also keeping in canon of, like, the novels where the small animals are the ones that have bred the most. But that part of that was down to, like, the larger juveniles getting, like, picked off by compies and stuff, and free-roaming raptors. But still. So, yeah, that was a fun little park build. I think it was an enjoyable little scenario. A nice chance to, like, take a park somebody else had built and then, like, finish it up, essentially. The next one we do is going to be a bit different than this, I think. But we'll see... We'll see that next week. Yeah, Micro breeds weirdly slowly. It is a little strange. Was there even a logical reason for this? Like, did they have poor compatibility? %. Can't breed, no eligible partner. Interesting. The male does not count because he's inside the thing? Oh, no, wait. These are, right, because these are all, yeah, we started with 3, right? 1, 2, and 3. Everything else is descended, so, no eligible partner. Recent eggs. Wait, did we start with 2 or did we start with 3? I thought we started with 3. Age 11. Age 11, yeah. So why, wait, that was the wrong one. Age 22. Ah, we started with 2. Yeah. So we had one specific pair. I really just can't see the base breeding chance 59%. I guess. They also have like a gap in the, like a down dip there maybe. Well, anyway, yeah, that's the end of this. I also really hope we get custom challenge mode, but more than getting custom challenge mode, I would just like for the difficulty settings to work, so we don't have to mod this to make this actually change. And I would hope if we do get custom challenge mode, it comes with, you know, actual difficulty, because the Jurassic challenges were really easy even, and that's definitely the biggest problem I have with JWE3 right now. Is just there's not much difficulty in the game at all. It's really simplistic management wise. There's no hard decisions to make on like what approach. You can kind of start with whatever you want and just slap stuff down without thinking. Like it's a bit disappointing in that sense. I do very much hope we get some nice improvements to that in the upcoming months. Who knows? Anyway, yeah, I said like 5 minutes ago we're going to end the video, so let's end the video.